It is time to expand minds through movies, TV, sports, and flicks. It is time to boldly go where no podcast has gone before. It is time for the Captain Talks Flicks.
The Captain Talk Flicks.
Welcome to the Captain Talks Flicks podcast. I'm your host, the Captain Cortez, aka Mr. Love, and this is where we talk flicks. I welcome the podcast where me, the Captain, talks about movies, TV, sports, flicks, anything you can see on the tube or screen. I like to get on here and give my unique perspective because after 47 years of being on planet Earth, I've developed a new perspective about these movies, TV, sports, and flicks, and I'd like to get on and tell you about it. Because just maybe you care. And according to the stats, it looks like you do care. I want to give a big shout out to China. Got some plays over in China this past week. Gracias, gratitude, Doraba. In China, one of my favorite books of all time is The Art of War, created by one of your countrymen. I've read that numerous times, multiple times. It's a great book to navigate life with. Very good book. So anyways, thanks for that book. Very awesome. And just FYI, back in the day I went to school to be a radio DJ, but never got a job. I think I never got a job because I just didn't read enough. If I would have read more back in the day, maybe that would enable me to become a radio DJ. But it didn't. It allowed me to become the greatest podcaster in the Matrix. Some to debate might be true, might not be true, but I said it on the internet. So it's gotta be true, right? Because everything on the internet is facts, not facts, true, false, propaganda, fake news, the Matrix, computers, cell phones, pagers, tablets, VR. I don't know. I didn't make the internet. Ask the people that made the internet. So when you're online, just be aware, just watch out. Anyways, I could ramble all day, but I won't. Let's get right into the podcast. But first, a word from our sponsor. Ladies and gentlemen, do you like hot fries? You ever had hot fries before? It was like those chip fries that are kind of hot. A few different companies make them. They're very good. Well, if you like hot fries, recording artist Sun Tzu Cosmic recorded a song called Hot Fries. So if you want to hear a song inspired by that tasty treat, check out Hot Fries by Sun Tzu Cosmic. I'll put the link below. Check it out. Now, let's get on with the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, I am back again. I made it one more time. I was blessed to wake up. Every day above ground is a good day. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm above ground and I'm enjoying the nice sunshine. I just got done having some nachos with some ground beef, chickpeas, pepper jack cheese, black beans, jalapenos. Ooh, so good, so enjoyable. Some days being on planet Earth, it's just the small things that I appreciate, right? Some good food, nice weather, just the ability to sit and read a book outside. Just the small things. Yeah, you might want Lambos and you want mansions and all that. That's fine, have those goals. But something about the small things of sitting outside, sipping a bottle of mineral water in peace and quiet, reading a nice book, it's just priceless. So anyways, that's what's going on with the Captain this week. And now it is time to podcast. And this week, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to talk about my most favorite franchise in the universe. And if you've been here before, you know what that is. If you haven't, my favorite franchise is the one, the only. Beat me up, Scotty. Live long and prosper. Make it so. You know that? Yeah, it's talking about the one and only Star Trek. That is my most favorite franchise in the universe. And this week, I watched Star Trek Strange New Worlds Ad Astra per Aspera. Yeah, I saw that episode. Very hard to pronounce. But I saw it and it was wonderful. Now, before I get into Ad Astra per Aspera, a couple things. First of all, there will be spoilers. And second of all, I do own some shares in the parent company of Star Trek. I just want to be clear and transparent to let you know. And now that I told you that, let's get into Star Trek Strange New Worlds Ad Astra per Aspera. Ladies and gentlemen, the episode was fantastic. It was absolutely magnificent. But we've been here before. Trek has done this kind of episode many times, and every time they do this particular style of episode, it is magnificent. And this episode was basically a military tribune. Because number one, as we learned last season, is an augment. Her genes have been manipulated to make her a better version of herself. And unfortunately, in the Federation, that is not allowed. So because of that, and because people found out she had to go to a military tribunal, her whole Starfleet career was on the line. Because she violated the rules of Starfleet. So they had to put her on a military tribunal to see exactly what's going down with that. Yeah, and let me tell you this. The ideas that were shown in this military tribunal were absolutely universally relevant to what's going down on planet Earth now and what has been going down in the past. The actress that played the council for number one was phenomenal. Her acting was absolutely magnificent. When I saw her acting, I saw her performance, I was like, give this lady an award. Because it was really that good. I was very impressed. Now, I have not been online to see what other people thought about it, but after seeing the episode, she really stood out with her performance. It was absolutely great. Like, seriously, I was just loving it. And it just the way she communicated, the way she moved, just how she expressed the ideas. I was so feeling it. Like, if you're trying to convince someone of your argument, I was believing you. Like, I felt what she was saying. I could so feel it. Oh, but not just her performance. Also, the actor that plays number one. Her performance was absolutely magnificent as well. I mean, it was great acting. I felt it. I felt her pain. I felt her story. I could relate to it. I was so emotionally invested. I understood it. I felt it. I felt so bad for her situation. You know, spoilers. I was like, yes, give her asylum right now. She needs asylum. She's had a troubled life, right? And another thing too, part of her story I could relate to a little bit. Part of the things she said, I felt in my life. And I suspect a lot of people that watch Star Trek, part of her story, they could feel. Because who hasn't felt like an outcast sometime? Who hasn't felt a little bit alienated? Who's kind of felt not part of the club? Who's been left out? Who's been the other? We've all felt that at moments of time, right? Who's been the not in group, right? We've all felt that, right? I'm sure we all felt that. So I was feeling her story, her performance. I really felt that, right? So this episode and what the ideas presented could be applicable to many different groups that have existed in humanity over long periods of time. Many groups could fit this story. You could have changed her to somebody else. It would have fit that narrative. Like, there's a lot of individuals and groups that could have fit that very story she was telling, right? Very powerful Trek, very current, very relevant. But you know, Star Trek is about that social commentary life. There has been countless episodes of Trek that is so relevant to modern society. They've talked about so many different ideas, beliefs. They've examined it through the sci-fi lens. Many tales going way back to the first original series to now. They keep telling stories that are relevant to modern day society. That's why Trek has lasted so long, bro. It's lasted that long because they always tell stories that are very relevant to modern day society. It's never going away, bro. Trek is never going away. It's here forever because it's always relevant. Roddenberry's vision is so awesome. Anyways, another fine episode. Great Trek. Again, I highly recommend you go check this out. Now, if you've not seen Strange New Worlds at all, I highly recommend you go watch it. I think it's available on YouTube for free as of right now, I believe. The first season, at least. So if you've not seen it, go watch Trek. Now, on some other Trek news, which is unfortunate, I just read that unfortunately, they have canceled Star Trek Prodigy. I'm very disappointed. I liked the show. I thought it was great. I'm going to miss that opportunity to connect with my younger childhood self, eating bowls of cereal, watching cartoons. You know, I miss it. But we had that time. We had that moment, and I appreciate it. So they canceled it, unfortunately. Discovery's getting canceled, unfortunately, as well. But we do have the Star Trek Section 31 movie coming. And you guys know Section 31 is one of my most favorite parts of Star Trek. I cannot wait to see that. So while they've canceled some shows, there's some new things coming, right? But Trek is not going away, man. Like I said many years ago, Trek was going to be the vehicle to build the house. At the moment in time, it says CBS All Access, but it's going to be the vehicle that builds Paramount Plus. It's a key pillar to that service. It is. That's the main reason I got Paramount Plus and CBS All Access back in the day was for Trek. That's the main reason. That's really was the only reason, because Trek was there. I said in a podcast way back in the day, wherever Trek is at, wherever the home of Trek is at, that is where the captain will be. So whatever service has it, that's where I'm at. They get my money all day because I love Trek that much, right? So I'm very satisfied with Paramount Plus with all the quality Star Trek series they've been putting out lately. And also, if you want to watch the old Trek is there too. All types of Trek on Paramount Plus. Yeah, very cool. So anyways, another fine episode. Strange New Worlds. Ad Astra per Aspera. Great episode. So anyways, check it out. Highly recommend it. And until next time, we'll see you. Service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on Earth. Muhammad Ali. Until next time, it's Captain Peace.
The Captain Talks Flicks.